Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. Imagine a classroom filled with eager young faces, each child brimming with untapped potential. The hum of curiosity floats through the air as the teacher, Ms. Carter, introduces a simple yet profound experiment. Little do these students know, they're about to embark on a journey that will reveal the incredible power of how we think about our own abilities. On the first day, Ms. Carter quietly splits the class into two groups, not by intelligence or skill, but by a single label. To half the students, she offers words full of certainty. Some people are just naturally smart. Talent is something you're born with. For you, success will come from doing what you do best, sticking to what you know. She labels this group the fixed mindset team. To the other half, her message is different, brimming with possibility. Your mind, like a muscle, can grow and change. Every mistake is a new opportunity to learn. With effort, persistence, and curiosity, you can become smarter and stronger every day. She calls this the growth mindset group. The experiment is simple. Over the next few weeks, the students face a series of puzzles and challenges, some easy, some difficult. At first, everyone approaches the tasks with excitement, eyes bright with anticipation. But soon, subtle differences begin to emerge. In the fixed mindset group, children approach each puzzle with nervous caution. The moment a challenge becomes hard, you can see their confidence waver. Some quickly give up, claiming, "I'm just not good at this." Others refuse to try at all, worried that a mistake would reveal their lack of ability. Each small failure feels like a final judgment. Their enthusiasm begins to fade, replaced by frustration and a quiet fear of looking not smart. Meanwhile, in the growth mindset group, something remarkable happens. When faced with the same difficult puzzles, instead of shrinking away, these students lean in with curiosity. Mistakes become fuel for discussion. What went wrong? What could be tried differently next time? Frustration gives way to determination. "This is tricky, but I just haven't figured it out yet," one student remarks. Instead of fearing failure, they see it as part of the path forward. Week after week, the differences compound. The fixed mindset group gravitates to the puzzles they can solve easily, avoiding anything that looks uncertain. They stop raising their hands. They stop asking questions. They play it safe, unwilling to risk doing poorly. What was once a bright spark of curiosity begins to flicker. The growth mindset group, on the other hand, begins to flourish. They volunteer for the hardest challenges, collaborate with each other, and persevere even when the answer eludes them for days. With every tough problem solved, their belief in themselves grows stronger. They cheer each other on, celebrate effort, and view every struggle as a chance to improve. Even when success is slow, their resilience grows. By the final week, the learning gap between the two groups is clear, even though nothing separates them but a single idea: their mindset. When Ms. Carter tallies the results, she notices that the growth mindset group shows greater improvement, not just in academic scores, but in their willingness to take on challenges, recover from setbacks, and support each other's growth. Meanwhile, the fixed mindset students have stagnated, their initial abilities unchanged, their willingness to stretch themselves diminished. After the experiment, Ms. Carter gathers the class for an important conversation. She reveals the true nature of what took place, not just puzzles and scores, but the story of two mindsets and the power those mindsets have over what we achieve. She explains, "Many of you were told that intelligence is fixed, that your abilities are set in stone. Others were told that your mind can grow with effort. It was a test, not of your intelligence, but of your beliefs about yourself." The students look around, some surprised and some enlightened. She continues, It's easy to let labels define us, to believe we are only as good as someone else's judgment. But labels limit. Even the brightest flame can be dimmed by a belief that we cannot change. On the other hand, our minds, when nurtured with growth, effort, and resilience, can achieve more than we ever imagined. The lesson lands deeply. Alex, a quiet student from the fixed mindset group, raises his hand. Does that mean we can change our mindset? Ms. Carter nods, her voice gentle. Absolutely. Every time you choose to try again, to ask for help, or to see a mistake as a lesson, you're practicing a growth mindset. A buzz of realization sweeps across the classroom. What was once only an experiment has now become a living truth, one that each student can carry beyond these four walls into every challenge they ever face. What does this experiment teach us, here, now, in our own lives? Whether in school, at work, at home, or within our own hearts, we are constantly faced with two paths. One path says, "This is who you are, you cannot change." The other whispers, "With effort and perseverance, you can become whoever you wish to be." When we allow ourselves, or others, to be labeled by fixed ideas, we unknowingly close the door to growth. We shrink from challenges, avoid risks, and let the fear of failure hold us back. But when we adapt a growth mindset, we unlock potential we never knew we had. Struggles become stepping stones. Setbacks become the start of something new. If you find yourself in the grip of a label, whether imposed by others or spoken in your own inner voice, remember the classroom experiment. Remember that mindsets matter. Ask yourself, which mindset am I practicing today? And know that the choice is always yours. Change is always possible. The story of the classroom experiment is the story of all of us. At any age or stage, we face the choice: be boxed in by the limits of a fixed mindset, or reach higher with the freedom and hope a growth mindset brings. Let go of the labels. Embrace the mindset that lifts. Because greatness is not a label we wear, but a journey we set out upon, fueled by curiosity, courage, and an unwavering belief that we can always grow. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.